Hello everyone, I am Angie Zalastowski and I'm coming to you from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Today what we're going to make is our cheesy bacon jam chicken. We're going to use our feature product, our bacon pepper jam. And I have all of my ingredients laid out for me. The first thing I did is I took a gallon size bag and I labeled it cheesy bacon jam chicken. I also labeled it right here where it says oven to bake. That way I know which freezer meal and the cooking method I'm going to use. So a good friend taught me how to do that one, and it's great to have as additional help when I'm looking at my freezer for what to make for dinner. This particular freezer meal is bag heavy, so I do have 4 quart size bags that we will be using during the prep of this meal. So I have those ones right here. I'm not going to label those ones because they're going to go inside my other bag, which was the cheesy bacon jam chicken bag. So hopefully you have all of your items prepared and ready and laid out. I have my Colby Jack cheese grated, I have my onion sliced, and that's everything ready to go. If you don't, that's no problem at all. Go ahead and hit pause on the video, go ahead and do that, and then come back with us. So when you are ready, the very first step we're going to do is have our chicken ready. So you should have 6 pieces of chicken, about 4 or 5 ounces each. What I did is I had large chicken breasts, and so I sliced each one in half. This will work great for our family. So I do have 6 halves of half pieces of chicken ready to go. You're going to season it with salt and pepper. In my cabinet, I have our Tastefully Simple seasoned salt and our Tastefully Simple seasoned pepper, a dynamic duo. So I'm going to use these just to sprinkle onto the chicken. If you do not, you can use salt and pepper that you have. So a little bit goes a long way for the salt and pepper. So I'm just going to sprinkle it right on top. There's my salt, and there's my pepper. And you're going to place this chicken into one of the quart size bags. So this meal has a lot of different steps to it to prep, but when you go to cook it, it's going to be easy to prepare because everything is going to be ready for you in the individualized bags. So I have all of my chicken ready to go. And I'm going to take the air out because air is not your friend in the freezer, and set this bag of chicken to the side. The next step that our instructions tell us is to place the sliced onion in a bag. So I used 1 small onion and I sliced it up. I do everything over a bowl so that way if I spill something, it's not lost and I can just get it right out of the bowl. I'm known to be a messy cook sometimes. So we have our onion. Again, I'm going to take all the air out. What I do is I roll the bag towards me to get all that unwanted air out. Then I'm going to place this bag over here beside my chicken. The next step that it tells us to do is place the bacon pepper jam in a quart size bag. So for this meal, we will need 2/3 cup of bacon pepper jam. So this is just going to go right in the bowl. It might not stand up, but it'll be in the bowl. Open our bacon pepper jam. Smells so good. And we're going to use 2/3 cup. Let's see if I can show you that I'm not messy. So for this, I'm actually going to try and pour that in. And I'm going to pour it over my cutting board. That way if I would spill it. So there's 1/3 cup. When I put it in, I take my hand on the outside of the bag and make sure I get all that deliciousness right in there. The second, see, I almost spilled it again. Look at that. So the second one, there you go, right in there. Use my hand on the outside of the bag to get it in. Scrape it all off. And now, like I just said, I am a messy cook, so my bag is already messy. So we're going to make sure that goes the whole way to the bottom. Zip it up. I'm going to wipe my hands. And then again, we're going to roll this one up as well so that there's no air in with our jam, and put that one over by the chicken. The last bag we have is our cheese. So we have a 1/2 cup of shredded Colby Jack cheese. If you can find that in your supermarket, that's great. I bought the block of cheese and I grated it myself. So I'm going to put it right in my measuring cup. I think I have about a 1/2 cup here. Perfect. I'm going to put that right in there as well. The reason we have you freeze the cheese for this meal is we don't want you to go to make this meal and prep it go to get your cheese out of the freezer or refrigerator and someone has eaten it. So that's why we have you do every individual step, so that when it's time to prepare, you really do have everything you need. There's a little extra air in there, so I'm gonna zip that up and put it over here. So now we're ready to put it all into our final bag. Again, cheesy bacon jam chicken. And I am going to place all 4 quart-sized bags right in there. First, I'm going to use our biggest. We have our chicken. Then our onions. Then our cheese. And then our bacon pepper jam. When you go to make this meal for your family, you will need to have a tablespoon of butter and 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. You're going to bake it in the oven. Pan fry saute the chicken so it gets brown. Pan fry it and then put it into a baking dish. Put the cheese and the sauce, finish the baking until it's browned, and you are good to go. I hope you enjoy the cheesy bacon jam chicken as much as my family and I do. And I hope this prepping has saved you some time in the kitchen. Thanks for joining us. Bye.